Okay, so this FAQ question is, do you use the vibrate setting on the e-collar? A lot of e-collars have a vibrate setting. A lot of owners know, oh, e-collar, I'll feel better if I can just use the pager or the vibrate. And so do we use that?
The answer is no. And the reason why the answer is no is that vibrator pager isn't controllable and it's a one-size-fits-all. And whereas the stim from the e-collar, the actual stimulation, is highly controllable from a level where your dog can't feel it to a level where your dog can feel it or above, wherever you need to do to find that exact comfort level. But with the pager or with the vibrate, it's one size fits all, and it's a sensation that will freak a lot of dogs out.
Yeah.
So it's kind of counterintuitive. A lot of people feel like, well, the pager, because we know what it is no big deal, it's benign, so we'll use that because it'll make us feel better. Meanwhile, your dog is like, what is that sensation? And it's really spooky. You'll see a lot of dogs freak out from the pager or from vibrate, whereas with stimulation, when they're trained properly, you won't see the same thing. So that's why we don't use the pager. And like I said, it's kind of counterintuitive because for us it seems benign, but in reality, it actually is harder on the dog than training them with regular stimulation from the e-collar.
A lot of these dogs are pretty sensitive, and on the stimulation on the e-collar we use, they'll work between like 2 and 10, which is
out of 100.
Out of 100, which we can barely feel on our hands. So a lot of these guys, even if they're more aggressive dogs or all that, they're typically pretty sensitive. The anxiety dogs and all the separation anxiety, all this stuff, more sensitive dogs. So you put a vibrate sensation that you actually can't control the level of, and it's gonna really freak them out.
Yeah, imagine just real quick that you could only talk to somebody in one tone of voice at one volume level. And if somebody was farther away, or you needed to get through to them, or you need to explain something, but you could always just only talk like this, it's not going to have much value or impact.
Or if you're right next to
them. Or
them.
if you're right next to them, it might be too loud, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm right next to them, I want to be able to whisper. It's the same thing. So the pager's just limited, and that's why we don't use it.
Cool. Thanks.